Earthlings, listen carefully to my voice, for your journey begins now. The technologies of this spaceship go beyond your concept of time and space continuum. We'll travel at speeds for you unthinkable, exceeding the limits of your knowledge, through all adversities, aiming for the stars. So, look in front of you, look around, but do not forget to watch what's above you. Humans. The ability to transform bold dreams into concrete realities is the most unique trait of your species. And so, equipped with your 5 senses, you explore the universe around and call this adventure science. The International Space Station is the symbol of the shared dream of space and its exploration, for a supreme science which knows no country. The Earth. A battlefield where water aspires to turn into vapor, and vapor to revert back to water. Like a breathing organism, your planet lives a delicate equilibrium that has generated, through a slow incubation, the interlude of life and its blooming into countless variations, all striving toward constant improvement. On this soap bubble, daylight is but a measure of the star. It is night that is the normal state of creation you belong to. All human activity is prompted by desire. You all live searching for happiness, like a pendulum swinging between boredom and grief, with ephemeral hiatus, mostly illusory, of pleasure and joy. You have put mirrors and lenses to good use, creating powerful telescopes like Hubble, a window looking out on the universe, capable of taking your vision out into deep space, pushing the limits of your existence even further. In the chain of events you call fate, you'll always have a choice. To believe that nothing or that everything of this is a miracle. The moon. Nearest island of the galactic reef. Her light is but a reflection of the sun's glory. More than all the other stars combined, it lightens your nights like a beacon, leading you from the obscurity to the growing light of dawn. For most of your time, the myth of Icarus had been a warning not to fly too high. But look now, behind you. With the modern era, you have forgotten wax and feathers, and you have built firmer wings. July 20th, 1969. The Eagle has landed. With the Apollo 11, the first human foot steps lightly on lunar soil. Columbus of the technological age, you have reached the alien continent, expanding the boundaries of what you call humanity. From that moment on, you have lived in a world where man has walked on the moon. It was not a miracle. You just decided to go. Input of new coordinates. Route calculation completed. Initialization warp engines completed. Jump in. 3, 2, 1. Engage. Just like the Earth is the center that supports and holds your lives, there are other centers that hold larger and more complex systems that rotate around them. The first and the closest is Sol. If Earth is the womb of your existence, sun's light and heat are its seed. Many of your artists have painted it as a simple yellow spot. It took the touch of the divine, the touch of the absolute, to convert a simple yellow spot into a sun. Its mass is over 1 million times the mass of your Earth. It contains almost all the mass found in the entire solar system. an ocean of flames and magma crisscrossed by incandescent winds and plasma flares. Its temperature exceeds 9,000 degrees. Comparatively cooler areas are darker and look like spots. Solar eruptions can extend for hundreds of thousands of miles with breathtaking energy before being recaptured by its powerful gravitational field. Your star has blazed with incandescent heat in the silence of space for over 4 billion years. Its splendor is slowly destined to fade away. Mercury, the smallest planet, about 1/10 of the size of the Earth. Incandescent during the day, frozen at night. It's the closest planet to the Sun. An eclipse is caused by the alignment of two heavenly bodies in front of the observer. We are now in that position. It looks almost like your moon, crisscrossed by mighty valleys of dark rock and imposing craters. Because Mercury is so close to the Sun, even your most powerful telescopes cannot focus on its surface. Your messenger probe, with its triennial orbit, is discovering in detail a large part of its hidden geography. Jump in. 3, 2, 1. Lifted off on November 9, 2005, Venus Express entered the orbit of Venus on May 7, 2006, at 90 million miles from Earth. Its mission: to study and map Venus's surface and atmosphere, expanding your knowledge of climate change on your own planet, through analogies, and through the analysis of Earth from that distance, to elaborate systems to scan extrasolar planets for habitability. Now, passengers, gaze at Venus rising behind you. So bright that under the right conditions, it can be seen from Earth during dusk and dawn. Its surface owes its appearance to intense volcanic activity and dramatic environmental change that over hundreds of centuries has shaped it and made its atmosphere a furnace where the air is as thick as molten lead. Don't be fooled by the myth of the goddess of love. Once similar to Earth, Venus is now a possible representation of the Earth's fate. route calculation completed. Initialization warp engines completed. Jump in. 3, 2, 1. In your mythology, Mars is the Latin god of war. The red planet travels along the fourth eclipse of the solar system, accompanied by its 2 moons, Dark Phobos, the Greek god of fear, one of the least reflective bodies in the solar system, and Deimos, a young fragment of matter not yet worn out by time. You humans wanted to admire these sights and have made incredible efforts, sending your curiosity and your hopes, in lieu of your bodies and your senses, on missions like Mars Express. Later, your desire reached this surface with spirit, and you finally saw its horizons. An endless desert of rust. Martian soil is hit by constant and violent sandstorms, eroding its surface without respite, changing and leveling its face. Its color is the result of huge quantities of iron dusts, oxidized by time and mercilessly shaped by violent tempests. This desire, fueled by the relative closeness of Mars to Earth and its not entirely inhospitable atmosphere, has not run its course yet. You are planning new missions, studying how you can live in space, in self-sufficient orbital or land bases. One day, terraforming will allow you to transform inhospitable planets and make them suitable for your physiology. You will reawaken glaciers to make clouds, rains, and with them, life. I have seen a time when humans will lift their eyes to a new sky and Mother Earth amongst its stars. Jump in. 3, 2, 1. Engage. Passengers, remain seated. Unexpected route of collision with unidentified objects. Analysis in progress. Traces of ice crystals and dust. Tail and vaporization due to solar radiation. Analysis complete. Extrasolar comet with a high degree of fragmentation. Trajectory variation not possible within given time to collision. Integrity not compromised. Cavity region in comet nucleus located. Safe passage identified. Input of new coordinates. Route calculation completed. Initialization warp engines completed. Jump in. 3, 2, 1. Engage. Not long ago, Jupiter was for you the supreme god of heavens, of lighting, of wrath, and justice. Now, Jupiter is the largest planet in this system. Its mass is over 2.5 times the mass of all other planets together, and plays a significant role in the gravitational balance of the entire system. The strength of Jupiter is such that 63 moons orbit around it. Most are quite small, but some are as large as planets. Like Europa, with an ocean hidden by its wrinkled skin. Or Callisto, a body of rock and ice. Ganymede, the largest moon in the solar system, the most attractive of mortals, abducted by Zeus for his beauty. And Io, the priestess of Here, lover of Zeus, rock, iron, sulfur, in a gigantic furnace of active volcanoes. Jupiter is a perpetual tempest, crisscrossed by cloud formations generated by pulverization of lighter substances, crystals, and gases. In this restless atmosphere, churned by 200-mile-per-hour winds, the Great Red Spot, a persistent anticyclonic storm, the queen of all tempests, wider than twice the size of your Earth. And I observing you through an endless storm. Connection lost with probe. system's failure due to external conditions. Input of new coordinates. Route calculation completed. Initialization warp engines completed. Jump in. 3, 2, 1. Engage. Saturn, the mythical Cronus, devouring his children in the futile attempt to defend his throne from Zeus. But fate leads those who follow him and grinds those who resist him. Isn't the universe the final outcome of this eternal balancing game? Connecting to Cassini. Please wait. Instrument check bypass. Unidentified radio transmissions detected from the asteroid belt. Radio waves converted to audio. Suspended over its ring of frozen water and space dust, Saturn's moons dance to its score like notes on a musical staff. Space satellites, cosmic wanderers, fragments and debris from ancient collisions, all drawn and pulled out from their cosmic run by the gravitational symphony of this planet. Jump in. 3, 2, 1. As we travel further away from your star, space becomes colder and darker. Lonely Voyager 2 is probing this abyss to reveal the secrets of the last planets of the system. The ice giants. Uranus. Hydrogen, water, helium around a frozen heart, incapable to give warmth to a frozen gaseous body. Neptune, the last of the planets. Gas, water, ice, in a turbulent ocean suspended in space like a gigantic drop. The moment the first radio was tested, your voices have traveled the universe, like water ripples relentlessly expanding at the speed of light. Nothing of a finite nature can satisfy the human soul's craving for the eternal.
That America can change.
So what scientists are calling the perfect tsunami.
Began an
attack on military targets in Iraq and Kuwait.
下落不明，连姓名都难以。
As prepared to die.
На Чернобыльской атомной электростанции произошла авария.
Because how can we love God whom we don't see?
Non abbiate paura.
You are little, yet immense, for those same reasons that an atom can be compared to the whole universe, and the whole universe to an atom. Your psyche is designed in harmony with this structure, and what happens in the macrocosm happens all the same in the tiniest and more subjective recesses of your soul. Within any chaos, there is a cosmos. Within any disorder, a hidden order. One must still have chaos in oneself to be able to give birth to a dancing star. And your sun is just one of hundreds of billions of other stars of that galaxy you call the Milky Way. But this isn't a problem to be solved. It's a mystery to be lived. Only your imagination will give truth. Imagination rules the world and is the supreme governor of art and life. Wherever you'll go, wherever you will arrive, you'll always be such stuff as dreams are made on.